Well, the National Weather Service is researching the tornado that hit Bibb County Thursday, but many residents are still picking up the pieces from the destruction. WVUA 23's Julia Smith takes us to Centreville.
After the destructive tornado that hit Centreville on Thursday, some residents no longer have a roof over their heads. Debris, branches, and family belongings are forever lost, but the community still stands strong. Saturday, residents like Gary Landon took the time to go up his street that was affected by the tornado and helped in any way he could, like removing a tree covering his neighbor's driveway.
These are my people. This is my town, so we're going to make sure that we got to do to take care of everybody.
Landon was accompanied by Habitat of Humanity to remove the tree, but for the residents of Centreville, he says the amount of help was enormous.
And we've had people come from everywhere, absolutely everywhere.
And people in Centreville are still without power, and behind me we have Alabama Power also assisted with Mississippi Power to get these residents back on their feet. Down the road, the Wallace family luckily took shelter minutes away, but returned to find their home without a roof. But husband and father Tanner Wallace said things are replaceable, not lives.
I seen the yard, it was devastating, but I seen the house and I seen it was good. But the first thing that come to my mind is, what if me and my wife was here?
The residents of Centreville are thankful for all the help they have received over the past few days as they put their lives back together piece by piece.
Neighbor helping neighbor that they never thought that they'd probably even talk to, you know, probably in 4 or 5 years.
We've been so helped, we've been blessed. Everybody around here is a blessing.
And the mayor says that residents will be receiving power by the end of today. Reporting in Centreville, Julia Smith, WVUA 23 News.
And Julia, thank you. Brianna Duncan is here. And Bree, Thursday's storm definitely left his mark.
Absolutely, Jabari. Right behind me, I have storm reports from Thursday coming all the way from West Alabama, stretching all the way to East Alabama. And as we've gone through this, after we have tornadoes, the National Weather Service and the Army Corps of Engineers comes through and looks at the damage, and that's how they get their rating based on the enhanced Fujita scale. And that's how we measure the damage from tornadoes and what they're kind of looking like in terms of damage. So let's zoom in a little bit. Right now, I'm actually going to switch sides for you. This is Bibb County. This is the community of Brent. Now, Brent, they are seeing a preliminary EF2 rating for their tornado, and they had extensive damage. Let's move up to Jefferson County. Now, this tornado was also extremely devastating for the community right now. Looking at an EF1 tornado that damaged around 42 homes, almost all by falling trees, which is such a big deal. This is why we tell you to wear helmets, because of falling trees. Now also taking a look at this other tornado, lastly in Shelby County, Calhoun County, where we had extensive damage and unfortunately loss of life. Jabari.
Bree, thank you. Let's check in on our state's current COVID-19 numbers. The Alabama Department of Public Health is reporting more than 400,000 confirmed cases. State hospitals report treating 361 COVID-positive inpatients. More than 8,000 Alabamians have died due to the virus, and more than 315,000 people have recovered. Here in Tuscaloosa County, there are 16,797 confirmed cases and 299 deaths being reported. Well, free COVID-19 testing was administered today at Holt Elementary School, and those who got the COVID-19 test could also register for the vaccine. WVUA 23 Sydney Spencer joins us live tonight from the newsroom with more. Sydney.
Jabari, Clemmy Hilton from Weeping Mary AME Zion Church says this is a way to get people to come out and get tested. COVID-19 testing, vaccine registration, voter registration, and community networking all at one event.
We have a multiplicity of things going on here, and we're just providing this for the whole community, hoping to educate, engage, and empower.
The whole community was welcomed with open arms to come out and continue to stay on top of their health while also connecting with various community organizations and local colleges. Those in attendance were also able to pre-register to receive the vaccine.
I love is that we're not just testing, we're also registering for the vaccination, because we we do want to get as many people vaccinated as possible.
Testing coordinator at American Medical Screening, Pearl Calley, says she is pleased to be able to provide not only testing, but also the chance to get immunization.
Anybody that chooses to have this vaccine, it should be available. It should be made available to them.
Being that COVID-19 cases are steadily fluctuating throughout the country and in Alabama, testing is still equally important as getting your hands on the vaccine.
It's good periodically that you do get tested because it's still out here. We're still in a pandemic, believe it or not.
Though this event is not the church's first, Pastor Hilton says she wants to continue to find ways to serve the community.
Whatever it is, we are here to help you.
As stated before, American Medical Screening is now able to register people to receive the Pfizer vaccine. If you would like to register, you can call the number on the screen. Reporting live in the newsroom, Sydney Spencer, WVUA 23 News.
Sydney, thank you. Well, Winn-Dixie is now offering COVID-19 vaccine in 11 of its Alabama stores. The vaccine will be available to adults who are 55 and older, people with high-risk medical conditions, and essential workers. Now, stores will be administering the Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson vaccines. All of the Tuscaloosa Winn-Dixie stores will be participating. And Alabama's top health officials say a new study found that 30% of adults in the state are hesitant about taking the COVID-19 vaccine. The Alabama Department of Public Health conducted the survey. State Health Officer Scott Harris says the hesitancy cuts across racial lines. He said the reasons vary from people who are against vaccinations to people who just have questions. Well, due to the severe weather damage in Hill County, the Alabama Department of Public Health canceled the COVID-19 vaccination clinic that was scheduled for today at the Boys and Girls Club in Greensboro. No word yet on the new vaccine date. Well, the Elks Lodge gave away free lunch to Tuscaloosa and Northport first responders. This was a way to show appreciation to the police officers and firefighters. Over 100 first